Ladies and gentlemen, Bibi's nightmare. Yes, we're going to examine that tonight here on the report from Tiger Mountain. Stick around and listen. It's going to be funny. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Here we are. Bibi's nightmare, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine yourself. Picture this. All right, you're in Israel. It's late one night. Maybe Iran or maybe Qatar have sent a little missile in, flopping in, and you wake up. Oh, hang on, what's going on here? That's Bibi, ladies and gentlemen, and he's had a nightmare. And what's he been dreaming about? He's been dreaming that people over in America are waking up. That they've been saying that Israel was behind the Charlie Kirk assassination. That he's been running around telling everybody who's got ears to listen that he controls Donald Trump and he can get Donald Trump to do whatever he likes. That's what Bibi apparently has been doing, according to Tucker Carlson. So, of course, Bibi, the problem here is he's a very busy man. I mean, look, it's hard work getting up every day, murdering women and children in Gaza and blowing up hospitals, blowing up schools. And every time you say, well, hang on, why are you doing that? They go, oh, there's a tunnel. Every single time. Every single time they blow up a building, there's a tunnel. There's a tunnel. Of course there's a tunnel. Every single building they've blown up, in every street in Gaza, there's a tunnel, okay? They are the world's greatest tunnelers, Hamas. You know what I mean? And look, you don't even want to get into the situation, and Bibi doesn't want to get into this, that Hamas itself was funded by Israel when it began because they wanted a kind of opposition to the PLO. They wanted opposition to the PLO, and then they bumped off Yasser Arafat, of course. Et cetera, et cetera. And then, I think Hamas is funded through Saudis and Qatar. And I don't know, maybe they're still funding them, Israel. Who knows? Because, every time, Israel wants to do a new attack, Hamas does something stupid, like, releases a picture of one of the hostages digging inside his own grave in a tunnel. Just at the moment when the whole world is saying, please, just stop killing people, then Hamas releases some image that makes Israel go, oh, look at that. Here we go. Off we go again, ladies and gentlemen. Back to killing women and children because of tunnels, mate. Tunnels. And, of course, the hostages. The hostages have to be released because, when you kill, I don't know, how many people have they killed in Gaza? I think it's like 20 or 30,000 children. There's probably, a lot more adults, probably 60, 70, probably 100,000 people at least. And they're going to displace 2 million people. So, anyway, over in America, You've got your Candace Owens, these famous anti-Semites, Tucker Carlson, people like this who used to work for Fox, saying that, maybe, just maybe, Bibi was involved in the death of Charlie Kirk. And so, he's got to come on television twice, ladies and gentlemen, twice, to deny it. Of course you do. Because if someone said, I don't know, Keir Starmer killed Charlie Kirk, I'm sure Starmer would be straight on the television going, hang on a minute. What's going on here? I didn't have anything to do with it, So anyway, and then, of course, even though apparently it's from more than one source, Bibi, has been running around saying that he controls Donald Trump and get Donald Trump to do whatever the hell he wants him to do, when that actual news hits the, what you call the right-wing media sphere, Bibi's got to come on television again, and this is a nightmare for him because he's a peaceful man, as we well know. Killing women and children is just not natural to him. He doesn't really like it. But, as I've said before, the tunnels are everywhere. Look, I've heard, now look, I don't want to be, this is breaking news here, that every time he bombs Lebanon, say, or he bombs Qatar, or, even when he bombed the USS Liberty, even when he bombed that, there was a tunnel. I'm sorry, there was, under the USS Liberty, there was a tunnel. It was real deep. It was under the ocean floor. There was a beautiful tunnel. Hamas, they had a whole base there. And, it just so happened that USS Liberty got in the way. Bombing the tunnel. So this is it. Every single time an Israeli bomb has ever gone off, and I'll end up probably getting one on my head if I don't shut up about all this, there is a tunnel, okay? And if you go, hang on a minute, can you show us the tunnel? That is anti-Semitic to us to actually prove there were tunnels or to prove anything was going on because they're everywhere, okay? They're everywhere. I would say almost, you could go as far as to say that there are Hamas tunnels under every building on the face of the planet, okay? Every single building has a tunnel under it, even your own home. So, if one day Israel wants to blow that up, just know there was a tunnel and there it is. So that's the report from Tiger Mountain, and that was Bibi's nightmare all the way from Israel, and shalom to you.